Sensual Obsessions Lost Cherry. Kevin Holt, you did a great job with this fragrance. I got this fragrance a couple of weeks ago, a little decant sample, and I've so enjoyed wearing it ever since I've gotten it. From the initial first testing of this fragrance, I was super surprised. It's one of those fragrances that brings a smile to your face. It's really different. It has some really reminiscent qualities about it. From the way the cherry comes out, it's kind of a candied cherry. It kind of reminds you of a cherry icy, maybe a cherry Luden cough drop kind of smell to it. But it works so well. It's blended so well. Really enjoy it. I think this is pretty much an all-season fragrance. I think it works really, really well in the spring and in the summertime. I live where it's really hot, but this thing really just works well. There's a brightness to it, but there's also there's some depth to it as well. So with this fragrance, I originally got about 8 hours out of this fragrance, a solid 8 hours. It projects for about 2 hours, not beast mode projection, but it projects. You can smell it. If you're in the room and you've sprayed it on, people are going to be able to smell you, and it's a very pleasant smell. And that's another thing that really surprised me with this fragrance. It's a clone of a Tom Ford. Usually Tom Ford fragrances, there's a lot of hype around them. Oh, Tom Ford this, Tom Ford that, Tobacco Vanille, all the other ones, Tobacco Oud, all these types of hype fragrances. Tom Ford, they don't really smell. They're not compliment getting fragrances. They're not. They're kind of polarizing. You have to really like Tom Ford fragrances yourself to wear them, because don't expect a lot of compliments from people while you're wearing Tom Ford fragrances. I say they're more atmospheric type fragrances. They're more they kind of set a mood type of fragrance. But surprisingly, this one is the exception to that. This one is really good. This one just brings a smile to your face. I know it's unisex. I do think it leans more masculine. There's sweetness to it, but there's also brightness. I think this is a really nice fragrance. I think Kevin Holt, you did a really, really great job on this. The blend of it is very, very good. You can smell a bunch of different things, but at the same time, you also smell the simplicity of it. So, you have that kind of contrast going on. You can smell a bunch of different things in it, but it smells cohesive. So that's a credit to the work you've done on this fragrance. It smells great. The only trouble I have with this fragrance now is I don't know which bottle to buy. Do I buy this version that I think is already super complete? It's ready to go. It's good. It lasts. I've worn it. I really love the way it smells. Or do I go and get the extrait version of it, because the extrait version is supposed to be stronger, I guess projecting more, longer lasting, higher oil concentration, but I'm scared might be different than this one. So I don't know. That's a tough decision. I think I might just go with just the regular eau de parfum. I don't think that there's anything the extrait. Well, I take that back. I just don't want it to be different. I don't want it to be different. If it's just longer lasting and it smells exactly the same, that's great, but I don't know if I want to chance it. Kevin, if you watch this, man, tell me what you think. Do I stick with this, or do I go with your extrait? Anyway, great job on this fragrance. Really enjoy it. You guys have a great day, and we'll come back at you soon. Thanks.